Come on, Azra. Good girl. Come on, Azra. Right, good morning everyone, and welcome to Monday morning's live stroll with myself and Azra. She is here. We're using this morning the new, well, it's not new, I've had it for a while, I just haven't really used it. And the DJI Osmo 6 mobile thingy, which will help, hopefully, stabilise the picture, because you had a few comments about that last week. So hopefully it'll be better. We'll wait and see on that. Just having a quick look at the picture at the minute. It seems alright, but I'm having very much sort of keep an eye on what's going on, so we'll stick with it this morning and then go from there. Okay, so first thing I will tell you is it is flipping cold this morning. This is the first morning I've actually got my tracksuit bottoms on. It is 6 degrees currently on the old Mercury scale. So I have got my tracksuit bottoms on for the first time. I got them out last night, and you think to yourself, oh, an unhappy face, because you just don't want it, do you, really? You want to sort of hang on to your shorts for as long as possible. But every morning this week is supposed to be cold, certainly sub 10 degrees. Come on, Azra. I'm sure we will clearly have a lot colder mornings than this in the months to come. But for now, this is certainly the coldest we've had it. Okay, so now you've had a weather report and a close report. What's everyone else up to today? Is it just a normal Monday feeling of start the new week, work, school, whatever you're doing? Let me know. Let me know where you're watching from. What time is it there? All the normal things. In regards to me, the week is pretty much as it normally is, to be honest with you. We'll be doing the live strolls every morning. Work as normal. I think Liverpool are on the telly tomorrow night again. They're in the Carling Cup, or the AFL Cup, whatever the hell it's called nowadays. So we will be watching that. June and I have been talking, we are looking at doing our resters as well, which is for our upcoming America trips, because I'm being told they go up as of the 1st of October. It was only Julia told me that, otherwise I wouldn't even have done it. It was diarised for January next year. Anyway, so we'll probably do that at some stage. We did speak about doing it at the weekend, so it might wait till the weekend. I'm not overly worried, to be honest with you. Can't do James's because his passport will expire before he goes. So we've got to get his passport all sorted out when it needs to be, which will be next year, to be honest with you. So, because he, as it stands, unless anything dramatic happens, I don't think he'll be going abroad next year. Come on, Azra. We're only going to America for our wedding anniversary next year, because we've got a little cottage in Wales booked for next summer, and that was purely simple to keep our costs down for not only the Orlando trip for next year, but the following year we're all going back there with James. And we're taking the dogs with us as well. So yeah, there'll be lots going on. But he won't be going abroad next year as it stands. I say as it stands because you never know, do you? You don't know what's going to happen. Whether you just decide to maybe go across for day trips to France or something like that. But we just need to keep an eye on his passport. That's for sure. Right, so that is basically our week. If you weren't with me at the weekend, I was talking to you on Friday about James's little football match. They came out winners 4-2, and they did really, really well. They looked like a proper team, shall we say, with the acquisitions. They did start off very slowly and were 1-0 down actually within 5 minutes. But after that, they were a lot better. And if they can just get this little bit of complacency out of their systems about teams they think they're going to beat, I'm hoping it should be a really good season for them, and you know they deserve it. You know they've always been a development team. That's what Julia and myself inherited, and you know slowly but surely, you know we built them up. Obviously, as I've said before, I've sort of taken a bit more of a back seat now, purely and simply because of commitments. I just cannot, you know, guarantee I'm always going to be available for training. Not so much matches. Matches aren't so bad, but certainly training. In case I get any issues with Mum, you know, an example, I got a phone call from Mum yesterday. She was having problems with her Sky. Now, fortunately, I was able to talk her through. And I know that probably sounds medial to some people, but to some people who sort of rely on their TV because they're at home by themselves, you know, it is a thing. But anyway, didn't need to go. It did sort itself out, so that was really good. And you know what, guys? I've been talking away, and completely obliviously, we've gone completely wrong this morning walk-wise because of the light. So this will be a shorter stroll this morning, and it's because I've been talking away, completely forgot the route we're going on. Morning. Go, kids, just keep going. Keep going. Good girl. So yeah, we will have a shorter stroll this morning, so that's on me, because I was well into my chat about James's passport at the time when we should have gone straight on. So apologies for that. I was going to go over to the fields, but there'd be no point carrying on the live because you just wouldn't see her. Come on, Azra. You're going to the loo. Okay. Good girl. Right, guys, just going to put you down for a moment as we try and not kick everything everywhere. Oh dear. Right, we are back. Sorry about that, guys. There is Azra. We are using the new DJI Osmo 6, the mobile thing, this morning, and it's all right. I don't know if I prefer holding the phone actually. We'll stick with it. But as I say, annoyingly, this walk this morning is going to be a bit shorter because I've completely got into my rhythm about talking, and was going on the old walk. And that's, do you know what? How much of a routine is that? Been doing that all summer and haven't done it now for the last week or so, but because I was talking away, dropped the ball. Come on, Azra. Come on, keep going. So sorry about that in advance, guys. I don't know if anyone is sort of football fans or whatever, but I guess we'll talk about a couple of matches over the weekend whilst we've got a few moments. So you may or may not know I'm a Liverpool fan. So we got home from James's match and watched the Merseyside derby, which again, you know, Liverpool felt like they were completely in control for large parts of that game. But again, it was just felt like at times, especially when it went 2-1 to Everton, you thought, oh, here we go again. Come on, Azra. But again, they came away with the 3 points. I just wonder when this bubble does eventually burst, that they keep getting away with it. You know, I hope it doesn't burst, but football history tells you that it will at some stage. You can't carry on playing this way and get away with it. We'll see. And then you had the Man City-Arsenal game, or Arsenal-Man City, last night, yesterday afternoon, 4:30 kick-off in the UK. And I watched most of it, and I totally agree that in the first half, Man City were made to look better by the fact Arsenal just seemed to have a philosophy on the face of it where they just didn't want to give anything away. They didn't want to sort of take any gambles, and they sort of were, and rightly so to a degree, giving Arsenal that respect. And I suppose you could argue the game Arsenal versus Liverpool for the international break was, was a bit like this, sort of bit cagey, wasn't it? But when you're at home, which Arsenal were, I think sometimes you've got to show your hand. Because, you know, you're wanting to go for the title. And I think this is what all the sort of pundits were saying. You've got to, at some stage, show your hand and want it. And I think that's obviously what happened at half-time, wasn't it? Where he brought on a lot of his a couple of his attacking players. And yes, they ended up getting a very late equaliser. But the second half, they absolutely battered Man City. And you just think to yourself, well, if you'd have been like that from minute one, what might have happened? But that's just an opinion, but it seems to be an opinion that is shared sort of across the board. Good for Liverpool. They've got sort of a bit of an early gap. We've got a hard game next weekend as well against Crystal Palace. Come on, Azra. Doing a wee. Good girl. We're down here, guys. We will struggle a little bit with the light. If you've been with me before, you will know this. Purely simply because we down the wooded area between the Science Park and the moor. Just follow Azra's and landing light. You can see there are lights the other side here. We will get there in a minute. Come on, Azra. It's been a quiet morning this morning, sort of people-wise. We were out a bit earlier this morning, I guess. because I did the old schedule for 5:15, so we came out a lot earlier. As is tomorrow, as is Tuesday, and I will come out a bit later to the correct time, or a bit nearer to the correct time, because this morning I just woke up and I got up and I wanted to do a couple of jobs, which I did. Right, what way should we go, Azra? Should we go straight on or should we go right? Let's go right. That way we're less likely to see people. Come on. Good girl. So we're now, Azra, come. We're now in the Science Park complex. Now, one thing I did say on Friday was I was going to maybe come over here during the day with better light, because you can see the new complex around the other side, and I might do that at some stage. But it's just finding time to do it, guys. I know that sounds ridiculous, but even yesterday when we'd had breakfast and Julia and James went to do James's first fishing trip. If you look on my channel, you will see a little video of James catching his first fish, and also a couple of photos of the fishes he bought. So if you want to look on the channel, look at that. They're right near the top. Had loads of views, really popular actually. So I was really pleased for James, because he was tickle pink. He really was, and you can see on his face when he catches the fish at the very end of the video, he was tickle pink, and he's got the buzz now, hasn't he? Good for him. Doesn't interest me fishing, that's for sure. I'm so pleased his granddad took him. Right, what have we got here? Camera seems more stable, yeah. It's just a bit of a job, as I've said earlier on, because you have to sort of hold it at a bit more of a funny angle. I need to have a look to see if there's anything I can do with the gimbal, because almost feels like I'm holding it at a bit of an angle, which is killing my hand actually, but we'll look into that. This is always going to be a bit of a trial and error. There are different modes on the gimbal to try. This way, good girl. Azra, this way, that's it. Azra, straight on. Come. I haven't been over here this side of the Science Park, guys, for ages. Really haven't. There's Azra. So we do this every morning. As I say, we are out a bit early. A bit early this morning, just because I got up and I wanted to do a couple of bits and pieces. Tell you what, I did the new update on the iPhone last night, or yesterday afternoon. My watch was last night. Come on, good girl. And quite impressed early on. Don't know if anyone else has got any experience of it, but yeah, so far so good. A completely different sort of facade look to the apps. So yeah, just sort of maybe modernised it a bit more, perhaps. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but that's what it looks like to me, though. Just sort of cleaned it up a little bit. So, come on. Good morning, how you doing? Good. Come on. We'll say good morning. There's no treats, Azra.
No treats, I'm afraid, son. No.
Quiet night?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, good. All right, I'll leave you to it.
Okay, bye-bye.
Have a good morning. Now, I reckon I got spotted on the cameras around the other side, guys. And that's why he's come out. Now, he was the chap who Ralph nipped. I'm going back sometime early this year. And I told him at the time, just be careful, because Ralph is a little bit funny with people at times. But he still went down to him. But he was fine. He was fine. But he usually has treats, and that's exactly why Azra knew exactly who he was. So yeah, I'm glad in a way he didn't have anything this morning, because it might stop her. I always wanted to go running over to him, especially when I got both of them. It's a pain. Right, come on. How's everyone else finding the old stabilisation on the old camera as I'm using the new Osmo mobile sticks? As I say, I've had it for a while. I just haven't really used it as much because I've obviously got the vlogging cameras as well, but it looks like it's better. I just need to sort of see if I can get a better sort of position with how I'm holding it, because it is hurting your hand on my hand because of the position I'm having to hold it at. Right, Azra, come on. Come on. What have we been going now? Coming up 23 minutes. So we'll give it another a couple of minutes, guys, and then we'll call this one a day. I'm sorry it's been a bit of a shorter walk this morning. That's my own stupid fault with talking away and completely getting into my bubble and forgetting where we were going. Right, guys, have a lovely Monday, and we will catch up tomorrow. Cheers.